Good evening, it is me, I'm not dead. You may have also noticed there is a new background. That's because my Mac was in use all day, so I've ended up sat over here with a wonderful projector screen behind me. And I'm oddly stood a lot closer, not that short, sat a lot closer to the screen. So where have I been? As any watchers of the show will realise, I promised a Utopia review that never actually materialised. The reason for this is Channel 4 hosts their videos on YouTube in a way where I cannot download them to get the footage I needed to put the review together in any kind of consistent way. You wouldn't want to just see me sat here talking at a camera for 15 minutes about a show you've never seen. This isn't the end of the road for the review though. I'm hoping I can do it afterwards for people in America when they export it out there and do some kind of horrible remake to advise you to actually watch the original show, because it really is brilliant. That sounded oddly fake. It really is, though. To tell the truth, that's not the whole reason I've disappeared the last few days. Shit comes in threes, as they say, and it feels like it's coming in threes for me. I don't want to turn this into one of those my life is terrible kind of blogs, but I do feel I owe people an explanation. This soon into running a channel, you don't want to just stop making content and disappear off the face of the earth for a week. It looks very unprofessional, especially if you have no reason behind it. The truth is, I'm pretty much broke. I'm a student, we all are, but I'm looking into oblivion. I'm a bit scared of it, because it does mean that if things don't go the way they're supposed to, and I really hope they will go the way they're supposed to, I could lose out on an education that I really want. On top of this, I've been set as the head of organising a charity thing to raise money so that we can make a very unappealing catalogue, I guess, for our university class, just to sort of sell the place, make it look a bit better. And that feels a bit bitter when I've also been assigned a lot of work in my course, and I'm broke and I'm raising money for people to have glossy magazines with pictures of their face in. It just doesn't feel right. Thirdly, our tutor pointed out today, with some joy in his voice and some less joy in other people's voices, that we're over halfway through our course. It's only a year long, and it kind of scares me a bit, because I've made some very good friends in this, and I know some of them are going off around the world, more of them than I thought there would be actually. Others are going off around the UK, but the important thing is we're all being broken apart, and that doesn't feel nice after coming from a life where I had very few friends and now I have lots. To suddenly go back to that scares the shit out of me. Now I know at this point I don't really have a lot of subscribers. Most of them are actually the friends that I just referred to, really. And I'd like to make clear now, I am in no way trying to guilt them out of going around the world. I fully support them in these decisions, but it is a scary thing to see happen, and yeah. The result of these three things is it's completely destroyed my creative flow. As you can see, this isn't full of jokes and laughs like normal. I do apologise if it puts a downer on your day. I'm hoping to get more content done. At the same time, I'm actually working on a project right now over the next 2 weeks to make an animation based around a Welsh tale, so hopefully I'll have an animation up on here, my first piece of real content beyond blogging, which should be quite nice. Hopefully you won't find it terrible. As for vlogs, I'm not sure. I'm hoping to keep them up, but right now my head isn't in an amazing place, so I can't promise. I'm not ending this on a sad note though, God no. I have found out some very awesome news. It turns out one of my favourite shows as a child, don't judge me for this, Powerpuff Girls, is getting a remake. Not only is it getting a remake, but apparently it will be with the studio that does the Gorillaz artwork, the same guy who does Tank Girl and so on, which blows my mind. I'm ashamed to say I've forgotten his name at this moment. Totally didn't just Wikipedia it, Jamie Hewlett. But yes, this has me very excited. It's good to see a comic from my childhood coming back, and it's by a studio who I don't think will butcher it. I'm hoping it'll be an on-running thing and they're not doing a one-off special, but anything's better than nothing, and who knows, this might lead on to things like Dexter's Lab and Cow and Chicken and other shows from the early days of Cartoon Network making a return. I can find no problem with that at all. That sounds amazing. Anyway, due to the fact that I'm on the wrong Mac right now, I don't have access to my fancy ending that you saw in the last video, I don't have access to my music. I hopefully will have knocked something up and put it over the top, but I can't promise that. And you're just going to see at the end sign in a second. I do apologise for the lack of quality this time, but I wanted to get a video out there because I didn't want to disappear off the internet. So, till next time, goodbye.